in a few days, Garth and I will have our 30th wedding anniversary. So we decided to go check out part of our state, that we haven't seen yet. And I asked for a recommendation of somewhere to go that's not too far from here, but has some fun things to do. And we were told to check out the city of Townsend. They have rafting down a river if you want to do that. They have caves. They have natural paths where you could potentially see animals. So we're about to head out and have a fabulous weekend. All right, so we made it here. Garth is making me laugh. Anyway, we have a hotel with a jacuzzi tub, and then the towels are folded, like super cute. And Garth probably didn't even notice, but I did. Let me flip this around and you can see. Okay, so here's the jacuzzi tub, and look, the towels are folded like, it's got little collars and everything. That's kind of cute. And the nice tub. So we will just enjoy. We don't have to even worry about if there's a hot tub by the pool. We can just sit here and enjoy our own. So we are at the island here in Pigeon Forge. Just getting a view of what there is around here. Got some moonshine, shops. I guess there's a famous fountain over there. So now we're gonna check out what there is here. So we are in a 5 and dime store, and it looks like actually when I picked this back up again, got one of the balls off. But I had them all lined up. Let's see if I can get it back in. All right. Got them all back in there, so you can see I've got the ball in all the points. I was very carefully able to get done. We are in the Pepper Palace, and I am trying different sauces and dips. Garth is doing the hot, I'm doing mild and medium. And behind me is a little pepper sauce. Now that the sun is setting, the lights have come out on the Ferris wheel and the fountain. Looks pretty nice. So it is Saturday morning. We got up from our hotel to go get some breakfast, and an older couple came in and we were talking to them. They're from Idaho. They'd taken a few days to get here, and they asked us if we had paid for our stay here because they have a timeshare with an extra bedroom. And she had invited us to come, but we said we were here, we've got some things to do. But that was sweet. I don't think I've ever had that before, where someone you met like 10 minutes before, you're just having a nice conversation, basically says they have an extra bedroom because their grandkids didn't come along on this visit and they're headed to their timeshare. So but today it's raining. We're thinking of maybe doing some things indoors, but we found out about a hot rod show that's at Dollywood today. We might go check that out. We were also told it will be the last one here because Dollywood is going to be expanding and using the space. So it might be kind of fun to go see something that won't be happening any longer. We'd also heard about Cades Cove, where you can drive through. It's about 11-mile loop that has nature, so we might do that. And just figuring out what we might want to do today. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. Okay, I'm going to try to talk over the music that's playing, but you can see some old cars behind me. We came to like a 50s diner to eat for breakfast, and I'm just waiting for Garth. to come from the parking lot, and we'll be seated inside. So it is Sunday afternoon. I didn't record anything this morning before we headed out, but I wanted to run down and grab some juice, from the little breakfast bar before we left. We were going to go out to eat at a regular restaurant because the food offerings here were pretty limited, and Garth wanted a hot breakfast with some protein. And another couple came in, and we ended up talking with them for 45 minutes. Once again, super friendly people around here, and we ended up just chatting about a lot of different things. The guys had their conversations. The lady actually worked for the Florida Department of Revenue, which is one of the tax agencies, and I talked about my business and how we've helped people deal with actually issues that have come up, whether it's with Florida or other states. And she was telling, some of her stories of work that she's had to deal with too. So anyway, it was kind of fun just talking about the things in the industry. Garth and I then went to breakfast, and then he decided he wanted to check out a flea market that said it was like one of the top 10 in the United States. In the long run, we said it wasn't all that great compared to some options that we could have had, but we each came home with some things that we needed. He got a new case for his phone. I got some tennis shoes, and I found a couple of Precious Moments figurines that I love as well. So we picked up a couple of groceries, came back to the hotel, and now we're just gonna kick back and relax and see what else we might want to do today. But I think we're both a little bit tired, so I think we might just end up staying, kicking back and resting. Well, today is our anniversary. We just stopped to get some gas. Garth grabbed some coffee a little bit earlier. We're driving to a cavern that's supposed to have an underground lake that you can get in a boat. After that, we'll see if there's anything we want to do on the way home, but then we'll be headed home and ready for our week, again, starting tomorrow. But anyway, it's been a nice little trip. I'm looking forward to what we're going to do today as well. So I am at World Fair Park, and there's a fountain here and also a sun sphere. I'm going to grab some video of the sun sphere statue, as well as the area where they have concerts and everything in them. Here's a fountain. There's where they have like some concerts or performances. Sun sphere. And then if I pan around, we came, and then there's some of the water. That was coming down over there. So on our anniversary trip, we did spend some time in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, as well as Townsend. And in Townsend, we did do Cades Cove, where you can drive this loop, see animals, and also just older buildings that were there from like the 1800s. And then we did also a cavern. And so I'm going to do different videos specifically just for those days. And then have just the overview of the rest of the trip on a separate video, because those each have enough, to be its own video. So this one will be a little bit more of an overview of our weekend in general. And then when I have the chance to post those other videos, you'll see that as well.